Here for part 2 of the Scratch Division title match of the 2011 Junior Bowlers Tour Touring Players Championship. Marshall Kent, top seed all weekend long, has owned this tournament, needs one more win here to polish off a $2,000 scholarship prize. Going up against fellow Northwesterner Tristan Curtis as the camera goes, but I need my hugs, so tough. See you later. See you up in Kirkland in a few weeks. Alrighty. Marshall again comes in light here.
That's what you get for the $1 tripod.
I know, I'm paying the price. It's worth every penny of that 99 cents I paid for this tripod, folks. Every penny and nothing more. Alright. I needed my hugs, that's all there was to it. Usually tougher patterns are speed sensitive, and Marshall's 2 balls that have missed were fast, and the results were a washout and a 2-4-5 here. Nothing easy about this spare. But nicely done.
Makes it look easy.
He has a habit of making things that aren't easy at all look very easy. That unforgettable title match win at Junior Gold last year, in a pattern where 200 was good, it was, I believe, 268 to 265 or something in that range. He went plus 143 on Boardwalk. That was a pretty playable pattern. And then he went plus 190 on that Asian Games pattern that was completely unplayable. That might have been of his most impressive block of the year, block of the tournament, that one. And destroyed him on Beaten Path, which was supposed to be a little playable too, and kind of struggled on this one a little bit. Wow, you see he wasn't happy with that shot at all, but got the hold. That time the ball speed was his friend, and that just laid there in the 1-3 and got the good, fortunate carry.
Well, when they did the 8 games of match play, so this is tough, like it was tough yesterday in PM. He's like, you're asking the wrong person. It wasn't tough at PM.
Good point right there. It was tough for everybody except Marshall Kent. Very few bowlers. Notori had a pretty good block on that. He went 129 up. I bet you that was the second best block for sure on that pattern. Not many bowlers were even plus on that. Not many were plus on this. Because that ball was laid down left, just kind of pointed that ball at the head pin, helped it out. You can't do that, guys. Shots that are helped left will not hold. Shots that are pitched out to the right will not come back. And Tristan looked locked in on this pair for the most part last game. Bowled the semifinals in this match, and he started with the front 5. And then fell apart in the second half of the game. That's true. Yeah, so far front 5 has meant that you're not going to have a good second game.
Unless you're back end, back filler.
Yeah, back end, back filler is the exception to that rule. Whatever, folks. It was back half back filler was, I believe. That was your fault. Well, 7, 8, 9, 10 is a whole lot of frames to fill still in bowling. It looks like you got running out of time, but how often all season long do we see matches change dramatically in those last 4 frames? Yeah, especially if he can strike here in what's been the tougher lane for both players. Pretty good ball. Yeah, you betcha. Boy,
that was a really good shot.
We talked earlier in the first video, if you watched this, about taking the lane out of play. I don't think either bowler is covering more than 7 or 8 boards grand total right now.
I love like the car washing.
We're trying to cover more than 3 boards.
And there you go. Marshall experienced well beyond his years, see him taking a little extra time here in these last few frames. Want to make sure your mind and body are both physically ready to throw these all-important shots. Our most prestigious title on the line right here. 7th frame, strike working. And that was not a good shot. The same exact thing as Tristan did on the right-hand lane, as he just kind of, looks like he pointed that ball a little bit and tried to help it. When you point it, it doesn't hold. Seems like you kind of do that, like that little, just barely fade. Just a little bit is what you got to do right now. And, yeah, Marshall can kick out pins. Not this time though, and with that open frame, as advertised, we suddenly have a potential 6-pin difference if Tristan can double. As it is, Kent still leads by 16. Now working on an open here in the 8th. My goodness. Marshall's got somewhere near $10,000 in earnings with us and tons more of that in other events. But so it makes $2,000 for first year seem a little bit lower, but it's the prestige which factors in here as well. I like that ball. Boy, and so did Marshall too. You can tell by his reaction to that. He thought that was better than that.
The shot previous, he targeted it.
Yeah.
I think they're carrying him down
Yeah.
a little right now. Tristan figured it out on his last shot. It looked like he moved just a little left and got his speed up just a little more. And he tried to point it.
Thin margin of error here, to say the least. He's got to finish on this lane too if it comes close. The only shot he struck on in this lane is the one he liked the least. No problem at the 2-pin though, and he still leads by 16, so it's up to Tristan Curtis here. If he wants to capture his first JBT major title, it's on his hands right now. He's got that strike working. I agree. See a little extra time out of him here. Tristan not exactly a speed demon as it is anyway. This one's weather fronts have come and gone, and the amount of time it takes him to get the ball off his hands sometimes. Yeah, Jordan Plunkett has pulled a whole block. Theo Duthay has bowled a whole tournament. Little Theo reference in 2011 for you kids. Here's a very important ball right here. No. Oh, man. Both bowlers trying to do that little point thing on the right lane, and it doesn't look good at all. Yeah, that one of the same squashers we saw Vince get over in the title match. Anything can happen when you hit the pins there. You could get 4 or you could get a strike. Instead, it's just a 10-pin, but it is still that 16-pin deficit as a result. Yeah, for sure. Alright, got the 10. Hard and straight, completely hard and straight, take the lane totally out of play. You will not see a bowler reach the TPC title match hooking their single pin spares. So if you're an up-and-coming bowler watching these videos, as I hope you are, lesson number 1, hard and straight at those spares. Lesson number 2, take your time and get ready to throw these shots. Both these bowlers do both of that exceptionally well. It's going to take them over 20 minutes to bowl this title match here. 9th frame tells the story in so many head-to-head bowling matches. Here's Tristan's. I love it. Oh! Oh! Look at that! Wow! Good looking shot off his hands. It looked like yet another flat 10, and the messenger comes racing over to take it out. That is a huge strike there in frame number 9. Let's see if Kent can respond right here. There's only 3 frames combined left, and anything can happen. Who wants it the most? Who can show up when it matters the most? Kent now in the 9th. Whoa! Oh! Anything you can do, I can do better, Tristan Curtis. That headpin was airborne over across the lane. It looked like it was going to miss the 10, and it also takes it out. What a way to respond by Marshall. Marshall spare strikes for 185. The best that Tristan can do is 189. If Marshall strikes on this ball, he's the TPC champion. Anything less than a strike on this ball, and Tristan can take it away in his 10th frame. He's been waiting 1 year to get to this spot again to avenge his runner-up finish last season and win our most important title. And instead, a hair fast, it was the right idea, but that's how squirrely they are. He washes out again on this lane. You know he knows how to make it. He made it in the 2nd frame in this lane. He has to make it again to force Tristan to double. If he misses it, Tristan is only going to need 1 strike and good count to win the title. Can he make it a 2nd time on this lane? We know he can, but will he make it?
Shooter.
Oh no! In my opinion, the worst break in bowling is wrapping a washout. It's just the exact right way to do it, and the pin just accelerates over the top of the 10. There's nothing you can do about that. He wouldn't have thrown it any differently in any situation. Nonetheless, it is an open, and that finishes him at 173. Tristan spares strikes for 169. So the count's pretty much irrelevant, assuming no disasters. It comes down to a one-ball tournament, and Tristan Curtis needs to strike to capture the TPC.
He's pulling you. Sure.
You should take Rob Stone's spot.
A tournament that Marshall Kent has dominated from literally frame one, but Tristan has been lurking right behind him all weekend long. All that bowling, all that effort, all that talent comes down to this shot right here. Again, our most important title, our second biggest check of the season, and a huge boost for Tristan's career, all right here.
Carried.
I could not be more impressed. I let Tristan's voice tell the story there. I painted the picture, and Tristan had the goods. Are you kidding me? Would not quite done. We had a 5 count in the 4th frame with the church. 5 count would make it interesting. You know, I'm usually almost never want a bowler to throw the ball hard and straight down the middle. I would consider it here. Yeah, I agree. A ball has to be driving through the pins in order to leave something like a church. I would take a little speed out, a little hand out of this, and just, you know, a semi-hard and straight down the middle sort of thing. Tristan, yeah, exactly. Tristan thinking about it here too. Yeah, a washout would leave him with work to do as well. That strike should wrap it up. Let's see. That is a winner. Tristan Curtis has struck in the 9th and 10th frame to break Marshall Kent's heart. And the man in the lime green, orange, and plaid has captured a major JBT title. My goodness gracious. Heartbreak for Marshall. What? I mean, you can't bowl any better all weekend long, taking it like the good sport that he is. And oh, we have man love. Oh, more than I thought.
Hey, we got a signature Tristan's move. Yeah. That's how you win.
These guys are all good buddies up there in the Northwest, and a lot of them are headed off to school here in just about a week or so, and those are all Northwesterners giving him some love as well. It's good to see, and we're going to hand out the awards here on camera as well. Even lane 42 is exhausted. It's done. Look at that. What a dramatic finish to an amazing Touring Players Championship. We got the awards for the top 2 finishers in the scratch division. So much talent, guys. The Northwest dominates again. Some of these guys are headed off to parts east for college and stuff, so hopefully we'll see you again next week. But a heartbreaking finish for a guy who absolutely dominated this tournament from literally frame one. We got another $1,000 scholarship for him from Yakima, Washington, Marshall Kent. Absolutely outstanding job all weekend, sir. But our 2011 Touring Players Championship winner strikes in the 10th frame and holds the count to capture his 4th career JBT title, and by far his most important, his first major and a $2,000 scholarship prize. From Fife, Washington, Tristan Curtis. It is definitely that lime green on orange on plaid ensemble that did it. It'll be all the rage next year. Hey, thanks for sticking around and cheering them on. Please have a safe trip to wherever you're headed.